What is up, you guys? It's your boy Shemaine, back with a vengeance. Gonna start pumping out some new videos, and we're gonna get started with this one. It's gonna be my top 5 most anticipated Xbox One games that are coming up. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. Alright, you guys, so kicking off the list with number 5 is gonna be Battlefield 4. And it's actually coming out not too long from now. But I'm talking about the Xbox One version, not the Xbox 360, not the one that's coming out for the current gen consoles. I'm talking about the one that's coming out for the next gen consoles. I think it's gonna look beautiful. I have long since closed my eyes to what is, in my opinion, I don't want to say crap of Call of Duty because it's enjoyable. The games can be fun, but when I started playing Battlefield 3, I finally realized, okay, you know what? This is a military shooter. This, to me, is what war is all about. Not no scoping, quick scoping, 360 ladder shit. Nah, bullshit. That game is awesome. I love Battlefield 3. I'm really excited for Battlefield 4. I'm really excited for the whole destruction, taken to whole new levels. And I remember on the gameplay that they were showing at the Microsoft reveal that they actually, man, it was tight. They were in I think they were in a subway station or a platform right underneath, and there was 4 pillars supporting the street above it. They blew those motherfuckers up, and then the tank came crashing down, and then they just barraged it with rockets, and they killed everybody in it. That was live, and then skyscrapers falling down. Oh my gosh, that's freaking sweet. It's gonna be awesome. I cannot freaking wait. It's gonna be a while before I get my Xbox One, but regardless, I think that game's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be very fun, and it's gonna be what war is in a nutshell. Sweet. So moving on to number 4 is going to be Dying Light. Now, I don't believe there's been any really good zombie games as of late, especially for really, well, no, I would say mostly for the Xbox because the PS4 or PS3 has The Last of Us, which is a magnificent game. But I was never a Dead Rising fan. I played all of number 2 and I did not like it. However, I will say though that Dead Rising 3 is taking a more serious tone, which I like because when I think of a zombie game, I don't think about running around in my underwear using some fucking retarded ass weapon that would probably never work in real life. But this game is, you can still combine weapons and it's open world, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I might give it a shot, but that's not my next one. Number 4 would be Dying Light. Now they say people have compared it to a cross between Mirror's Edge and Dead Island, which is an open world, and it's a first person view obviously, and they've implemented like free running gameplay. I was gonna say tactics. I don't think that was the right word. Free running gameplay where you can run across walls, jump across um, small objects and barriers and whatnot to get to higher places and such. It looks good. It looks really good. And then not only do you have to deal with zombies, you have other factions of humans that are trying to get supplies from. I believe, I'm not sure if it's the government dropping air raids, but somebody's dropping air raids, and it's like you have to race and you have to get there first before they do. And if they do, you're shit out of luck. They got heat. And even though you might have heat, if it's 4 against 1, you're like, hey, you can have it. You can have it. So you have to make sure you get to an air raid, an air supply, air drive, whatever, care package, whatever you want to call it. That's my dog in the background. By the way, Sleepy. You have to make sure you get there first before someone else does to support, you and your peeps. And then once it gets dark is when the zombies start going crazy. Now, I'm not sure if they actually transform into another kind of infected or if a whole new zombie only comes out at night, like they're nocturnal, the sun, some shit like that. But these guys are like hypersensitive to almost anything. Like you have to be completely silent. You have to crouch walk the whole time, very slow, and be very careful. And I'm not sure if it's gonna be like this in the actual game, but in the demo, when the main character got caught by that new infected, it was like an instant kill pretty much. I don't know if it's gonna be like that in the game, but it looks good. I'm excited to play it, to get hands on it. I like Dead Island. It was pretty fun. I never got to finish the game, but I'm digging this. I'm digging this. It's going to provide plenty of good scares, and I think it's going to be very fun. And I'm interested to see how the hand-to-hand combat's gonna be with other humans. Because I mean, a zombie's just like, "Ugh, I gotta do this, hit it one time in the head." But other humans gonna be blocking, they're gonna be dodging and whatnot. So I'm interested to see. I mean, a gunfight is like, okay, whoever shoots first. But I want to see how it's going to be, if there's going to be quick time events, or if you just hold this to block, boom, pa, whatever. So I'm very interested in the game. I'm excited. I want to see what exactly the story is going to be like. Is it just constantly getting, more supplies? What's the deal? What's it going to be? What's the government's role, if there even is a government? So I'm pretty excited. So that was number 4, and that'd be Dying Light. Now, number 3 will be Destiny. Now, it's kind of funny. I was watching a video, and the commentator was like, "Oh, Bungie, the creators of Halo, they took a break from their beloved sci-fi shooter to make another sci-fi shooter." I thought that was pretty funny. But at the end of the day, I was thinking, did Bungie ever let me down? No. I loved Halo 1. Probably my favorite Halo ever. Did Halo 2 disappoint? No. Did Halo 3 disappoint? No. Did Halo Reach disappoint? No. ODST should have been a fucking add-on, but that's my opinion. But I'm excited. They haven't let me down. I think it's gonna be good. Halo was groundbreaking. It was. I mean, it was pretty much the whole reason you bought a fucking original Xbox, was to play that goddamn game. So I'm excited. It's taking a whole new turn. It's 3 characters, so I'm pretty sure there's gonna be 3-player co-op, which is great because 2 of my buddies always play Xbox together, so it's gonna be fantastic. And it's like customizable weapons. You're a hero of the last like safe civilizations. I don't know if it's an alien race or a subterranean race. I'm not sure exactly. They've pretty much taken over most of the world, and you're just fighting to defend while trying to reconquer, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm pumped. The Moon trailer, you should go watch it if you haven't. It looks good. I'm interested. And your character also has special abilities and powers, and I believe they vary depending on which character you have. So that looks tight. I'm excited for that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, moving on to my second one is going to be the next Halo, which sucks because there's like no details whatsoever out yet. And I believe it's coming out in either November or December of 2014 or early 2015, which that is a long ass time. A long ass time from now. But I think it's going to be fantastic. I think 343 is taking a good turn on everything. They're taking a legend and putting their own twist on it in a way. They're still keeping true to most of the core Halo values and then adding their own as well. I personally loved Halo 4. I play it every day. I freaking love the multiplayer. I love the campaign. It was fun. The new Promethean enemies are great. I love how the fucking parts of guns and structures are floating. They're not necessarily sticking. That's freaking sweet, man. And like when you go to reload your gun, disassembles in midair. You put your magazine in, and then it comes together. That's freaking awesome. And I'm actually anticipating and expecting an almost Promethean versus Spartans like gameplay mode in multiplayer, like Invasion was in Halo Reach, where it was elites and Spartans. I'm betting something's gonna be like that, like Promethean Knights versus Spartans. And I think it's gonna be awesome to be playing as a Promethean. What they see, how their vision is. Obviously, Promethean vision you can see through structures and whatnot. I think it's gonna be freaking awesome. It's gonna be fun. I hope you get to use their swords and whatnot. 343 didn't let me down with Halo 4. I know some people, I guess you could say hardcore Halo fans, they don't necessarily like Halo 4. They think it sucks, whatever. They think 343 has abandoned some of the main things what makes Halo Halo. Which I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So I respect that. I loved it. I love every single Halo game. Honestly, I do. I think it's fantastic, and I think Halo 5 or whatever they're gonna call it is gonna be just as great. And we know for a fact that most of the campaign, I'm assuming, is gonna be still centered around the Prometheans, because in the trailer, Chief's going on in the desert. It's a gigantic construct just appears out of sand, and it's obviously a Promethean origin because it looks like a gigantic bird almost. The wing and the parts of the structure are a good distance away from each other. So I mean, if you can't fucking know it's a Promethean, if you don't know it's a fucking Promethean structure, then I don't know. I don't know. So I'm excited. And hopefully we get to learn more about the Promethean origins, a little bit more about the librarian, because we got that small scene with her, and maybe maybe other Prometheans like figures, I should say, like the Daedai and the Librarian will be introduced, or maybe new enemies and whatnot. Maybe new Promethean enemies, so not just knights, crawlers, and watchers. Maybe some other stuff. Who knows? I'm pretty excited. I honestly almost don't believe the Covenant will be in there, but that's still up for grabs, considering that they work together in Halo 4 campaign. So I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be my number 2 spot, and that'll be Halo 5, or the untitled Halo game. Now, numero uno. If you couldn't guess it, come on, man. Come on, man. It's got to be Titanfall. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that game looks amazing. It looks so fun, fast paced, the gigantic mechs, aka the Titans, and it's fucking like jetpacks basically on your back. You can climb walls, you can float, you can basically platform the whole city however you want. It looks fantastic. I'm excited for the guns, and if you go on GameStop, you can actually read about the factions already. And there's a militia, and then there's I don't want to say gigantic, but there's like a company that they're not pirates in a way, but I would assume they do some little dirty dirt, some dirty business. If not, then why the fuck would there be a militia anyway? So yeah, but I'm excited for that. I've watched tons of gameplay of it. I've watched the freaking trailer, or the reveal so many times. It looks awesome. The weapons look cool. The Titans look amazing, and it's gonna be fun as hell to play in them. And one thing I love about the Titans is I'm not sure how exactly or where he picks the bullets up, but there's a power that the Titans have where he can either catch bullets or pick them up from off the ground and then hurl them at a target, another Titan or a human, whatever. That's awesome. That is freaking cool. Very fast paced. It's created from the developer, one of the developers from Infinity Ward, I believe. So it's gonna be fast paced, similar to Call of Duty when fast paced action, but it's gonna have its own taste. It's gonna have its own feel for it. Some people are calling it the COD killer. I don't know. That just I am pumped for that game. I've watched so much gameplay. It's gonna be fun. And I also I saw a melee kill which was pretty sweet. It was like almost like for instance, if you run on somebody, click the knife, boom, instant kill. But the guy actually took his head and snapped it all the way around. That was freaking awesome. So yeah, that's gonna conclude my list. Let me know what you guys let me know what games you're most excited about, and hopefully we can all get our Xbox Ones sooner rather than later and start enjoying fantastic games and wasting away times on your sofa or on your bed in your room. So that's gonna be it for this. It's been real. More videos gonna coming soon. This is gonna be the first of many, and I'm back. I'm back with a vengeance.